Hi, I'm Deborah, and I write my young adult and adult fantasy novels under the name D. Lambert. I work at Sooke Veterinary Hospital as a veterinarian and the part owner, and I have done so for going on 11 years now. I'm delighted to be participating in the Sooke Reads event because I love books, I love libraries, I love everything to do with reading. I also consider reading to be vital to the health of a community. I've been a keen reader all my life, despite my parents' chagrin, I'm sure, at bedtimes. I don't think my father fully realized the implications of the lamp he installed above my bed. I'd listen for their footfalls as I pored through a novel, silently flipping pages to remain undetected, then whip off the light when they approached. They probably knew, but they let me get away with it. The thing is, stories are astonishing. Words on a page create images in our minds. If you think about it, it's just incredible. Through words, we can experience things without experiencing things. It's been said that not all readers are leaders, but all leaders are readers, and I see that. Readers solve problems, they imagine, they dream. Readers seek to learn and experience, to go beyond where they are and look at what could be. They become the sum of all they have read. Especially in these days of troubles, reading is an oasis, promoting mental health, awareness, understanding, empathy, and so much more. Stories, fictional or not, make us better people. The book I chose for this event was The Hobbit by J.R Tolkien. To be clear, I mean the book, not the movie. It's a fairly predictable recommendation from a fantasy writer because it had to be. It's been around since 1937 and is so ingrained in our society, most people know the concepts without actually having read the book. I actually came to it late in my life. I tended to pick books based on the library shelf or what a friend would loan me. I'd gone through Dragonlance and Dragon Riders of Pern series as a lighthearted fun reads. I went through the Malazan Book of the Fallen by Stephen Erickson for heavy, epic fantasy. I'd read some unusual fantasy like Nobody's Son by Sean Stewart. But in high school, I realized that I'd never read The Hobbit, a book considered the pillar of a genre I truly enjoyed. So I requested it, and I borrowed it from my library. And I read it, curled up on a living room chair between studying for midterms and writing essays. It was actually harder than a lot of the other books I'd read. Some words challenged me. The style was decidedly different, and there was poetry and songs in it which I'd only ever dealt with in English classes. But the world was rich and detailed and with history, and I fell right into it. I consider The Hobbit a must-read for people of all walks of life. This timeless classic is a quest of good versus evil that transcends generations. This is a book you read to your kids, secretly making them better people without them noticing. Adults relate to Bilbo, pulled from his comfortable life by the expectations of others, while kids laugh at the rhymes and songs and then gasp at the monsters and magic. Characters make mistakes in this book, bad decisions, and some of them die for it. Yet friendships and loyalty prevail. Bilbo has no superpowers. He thinks his way out of several conflicts. This is what our world needs more of. To quote the book, if more of us valued food and cheer and song above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. So please check out The Hobbit, read it or share it with friends. Maybe we'll get that merrier world we all need. And in the meantime, I'll turn a blind eye to the light in my son's room at bedtime, pretending I didn't see how he rushes to turn it off. I know he's got his nose in a book.